watching.
Hey guys, it's Flawless Pigeon Gaming coming at you with some rather strange news. Now, I'm going to start off by giving you a little insight. Do you remember the Saints Row 4 edition of their game? Now, I'm not talking just about a special edition that costs £60. I'm talking about the $1 million edition. Now, if you remember that, not only me thinks that it was crazy. It was absolutely insane. It was a spy mission. It was a trip to Washington. It was too much. Who in their right mind would buy such a thing unless they were so stupidly rich and stupid? Like, stupid and stupidly rich in one. And if that's possible in this life, then I don't even know. But if you remember that, then you remember how crazy it was and how maybe stupid you thought in your head, like, wow, that is really cool, but who would buy it? Well, if you thought that, then I just invite you to take a look at this. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the My Apocalypse edition of the Dying Light game, which, if you can see on the screen already, £250,000. Translate that into American dollars, that's $387,000. I barely have £25, let alone 1,000, but here it is, and I'm going to tell you what's in it, maybe give you a bit of overview about it. So let's get started. First of all, what you get, the biggest thing you can see on the right, is the custom built Dying Light zombie home by Tiger Log Cabins, which alone costs £100,000. I mean, it's actually a house. Like, you don't just get the game, you get a house. I've never heard of such a bundle, but there we are, a house. If we move on, there is I think it's just above, yes, there it is, the zombie avoidance parkour lessons with Ampisound, who were the team behind the Dying Light parkour point of view video, which obviously are very talented, and I don't doubt their ability, but again, I'd probably break my neck, I'd probably snap my spine, there wouldn't be much of me left afterwards, but it does sound cool, and I would like to jump about like they do in the game. Now, moving on again, there is a Be the Zombie match with the developers. Now, I don't think this is actually on the screen, but you get to play with the developers and they let you win so you can brag, basically. It's that simple, just a bragging thing. There is also a trip to Techland in Wrocław in Poland to meet the developer team and I guess talk to them instead of playing their game, which they want you to do anyway. But I guess you spent all this money, so you should be you'd be allowed to go anywhere you wanted in the bloody world for that. Next is very cool actually. It's on the left, it's your face in the game, which means they reanimate your face within the zombie character so that you have your own Night Hunter model, which if you haven't seen that is in the Be the Zombie game mode, which you play as, and it's your face. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want my ugly face playing as it, but you know, it's still very cool, and I still think, you know, that's not worth £250,000 by any means, but maybe, you know, a fiver. Also, you get some Dying Light branded night vision goggles, you know, for when you need to go in the night with that. And also 4 signed steelbox editions of Dying Light. Now, I'm guessing you're probably thinking, why 4? Well, it's a bit like the Steam thing as well, where you get to buy 4 editions of the game to send to your friends, and they get each edition each. But again, I only need 1. You know, my friends can go and buy their own versions. I can't afford that, but you know, it is still very cool. The signed thing is very cool as well, so I won't have a go at them for that. But next is rather crazy, 2 top of the line Razer tire mat headphones. Why? Well, I mean, that is crazy, you know, that is brilliant. Headphones, amazing, yep, the sound is probably amazing, crisp, crystal, you know, but I don't need 2. I just need the 1. The 1 is enough. You don't need to raise the price. Now the next thing, probably the last thing on the list actually, is the human-sized volatile figurine to use in your house. You know, he just sort of stands there. It's an ugly zombie, and you know, if you have a wife, if you have a girlfriend, she's not going to be very pleased with you staring at this hunk of flesh. It's just there, sort of like right in your face. You know, you don't want that junk in you. But you know, I don't even know. I don't even know what to think of this. It's an insane pack. And I know why they've done it, and there's been rumours as to why they've done it, which if you live in the UK, you know that the only way you can buy Dying Light before tomorrow, Friday 27th, is by digital download. Now, personally, I like hard copies of the discs. I like to have something I can see. Digital copies are going to be the future, and I don't doubt they're going to be used a lot more, and I'll probably just turn over to digital as well. But apart from that, there is no hard copy of the game. It got delayed for whatever reason that was. Apparently it was unstable. Now, I think this is Techland's sort of a massive apology to the UK for doing, you know, that. It's also in Europe as well. I think it's just their way of saying, right, you know what, we've seen that we've messed you about, we know you won the game, so here's something crazy you're never going to be able to afford, just to say, you know, we've done wrong. And I think that's their view of it. Although I think it's a crazy amount of money, the stuff in it is pretty awesome. You know, I wouldn't say no if I had that type of money, but you know, it's an apology. So you know what, Techland, I accept your apology, and I'll be very much looking forward to playing your game whenever I can. But apart from that, that is all there is in that pack. I mean, I say all there is. That's probably one of the most expensive, apart from the Saints Row pack. But you know, comment down below what you think of this. Really, I'm really intrigued to see what you think of this. I mean, would you buy it if you had, say, £500,000? Would you go and buy this Dying Light bundle? Because I don't know, I wouldn't. I'd probably buy a nice car or a nice house, not a zombie shelter. Although, saying that, I'm probably lying there. I probably would buy a zombie shelter. You know, in conclusion, I think I've just changed my mind. I'm a nerd. I'm gonna buy it. You know, I'll probably do that. But comment down below what you think. It's a very short video because there isn't much on this. But you know, thank you for watching. Hope you can comment down below again if there's anything you can say about this. Give this video a like if it was any good, and subscribe if you want more content, because I have a lot more on my channel. I will be uploading way more frequently. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. This is Flawless Pigeon Gaming.